people start, like, what they do is they just take cow dung and mud, they mix and just rub it over the walls of their hut. So that rubbing is called, or applying is called Lippan. And to make it more attractive, they started attaching mirrors and everything. So that is how the mud mirror work or the Lippan art came into existence. Now we cannot take cow dung and mud, so we try to mimic that art form and use our clay and create the pieces. So what I'm going to use today is a base. Now this is an MDF base. You can take any sturdy base that you have, like ceramic tiles, canvas, anything you can take which remains flat, which won't turn. Okay, so that is what you need. Then you need clay. Right now I'm going to use a Fevicryl Shilpkar clay. You can use any air dry clay that you have, it will work. Also I will be using Fevicryl colors. So I'll be using blue and white Fevicryl acrylic colors and Fevicol and mirrors. All right. So let's just move further. I'm just going to turn my camera towards the table. In case you have any question, just type it up in the chat box. I'll just come back to you once I'm done. So I'm just going to make my base with blue. Just 1 second. All right, so let's start. So I will be first of all painting my base with the base color that I'm going to take is blue. And these are the acrylic colors, and the base that I'm using is MDF base. You can use any sturdy base, as I said. So just take some color. Do not add water because they are already in very liquid form. And then just paint your base nicely. Coat all the edges, corners, everything. Okay, so my base is colored up. Now I'm just gonna wait for some time for it to dry. So let's keep this on side till it dries out. We will be quickly mixing our clay so that we can start with the pattern. So now what we are going to do is this Shilpkar clay, it basically comes in two parts. One will be again resin and hardener. So you need to take equal parts of both the clays. Okay. Now this clay is bit sticky. So take some talcum powder. So I'm just taking some talcum powder. So I'm placing it on this paper here. Now rub that talcum powder on your hands so that the clay doesn't stick to your hands. And let's take equal parts of both the clays. This clay will dry out very quickly. So make sure to, make in small proportions. This dries out in 10 to 15 minutes itself. So make small proportions as and when needed. And it has to be in equal quantity, so you'll get the judgment once you take it together, right? So these two are equal. and I'm just gonna rub and mix it up. You can just take some talcum powder on your hands if it's sticking you, and just mix, knead it properly, and get one single color. Right now it's in two different colors, so just mix it. All right, so my clay is mixed and now it's in one single color. Okay, so I'm just going to place it on side. Now, first what we have to do is, let's check whether it has dried. All right, the color has dried out. So what we will do is, we will be first making a pattern. So you can either use a scale, protractor, or this part, anything you can use to make the rounder, anything you have, you can use to make a pattern. Now what I'm going to do here is, I'll just make one very simple pattern. I already have my center here. Yes.
Ma'am, there's one question. So, Annie Kashteval joined late. So, what is this material? Can you tell her about it?
The base is MDF and I have painted it with the acrylic color, and I have used Fevicryl Shilkar clay, and I have made my clay ready. Now I'm just starting with the pattern, and then we will start with the clay and mirror work. Yes, it is molded clay, also known as Shilkar clay. Okay, so here I have my center. So I'm just going to make one line straight and one at 90 degree. So these lines are going to be my reference line, and from this I can just create the patterns. So what I'm going to do is, I'll just make one round here, and from here I'll just make a pattern which I have to follow when I do my mud work. I will be teaching you how you can draw different types of pattern and everything. Right now, we are just making very simple pattern for you people to understand the technique. All right, so now I have a base design ready. I won't be able to show close up, but now I can show you. Yes, I'm showing. You can see now. There are 4 petals and 4 leaf. Visible? It will be visible once I, start adding the glue. Don't worry. So you can take Fevicol or you can take any other glue. So now I'm just going to add one small circle here and then start from one end. Right? Now take some clay from which, from this one, and roll it. Roll it very thin, as we have very small piece. We need very thin threads. Now place it over the glue area. press it a bit. Remove the excess and then shape it up. We'll repeat this for all the 4 sides. If you don't want to have double lines here, you can avoid. You can just continue from the first petal, but I want to add in double, like showing all the petals complete. Just shape it up nicely, and then you can just continue again. Take some more clay. Okay, so let's again begin from the center part and keep on rolling over the, attach it over the glued area. So I'm just continuing it with this thing only. Just all right, so we just have a 4 petal. Just give a proper shape. Take a small ball, press it and attach some glue here in the center and place it. Fine. Moving to the outer part. Now we are going to make a leaf, 4 leaves. You can make more, but as of now, we have very less time. So I'm just going to make a very simple design. Okay, now just start applying. Press it. Remove the excess. Again, do the same. Start from this point, apply, press, remove the excess. Okay. Just shape it up so that it's looks nice.
Yes, Ambika, ma'am has taken MDF and then she has painted with blue color.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'll just add one very simple things here, and then we will start with the mirror work. So I'm just making leaf, and to make that leaf, take a ball shape, press it and pinch it from one side. Okay. So and then you just need to place it here. So make leaf shapes like this, press and pinch. First, let's make it on all the four sides, and then we will add the other things. So in this way, we will be just finishing with the mud work, that is the clay work, and then we will be attaching the mirrors. Now, as you see, my pattern is very simple and it is very on a small base. So I will be taking small mirrors. When you take big piece and your design is also bigger, you can go ahead with the big mirrors as well. Fine. So this is done, like with the mirror work is done. Now what I'm going to do is I will just start with the mirror work, and what I need to do first before attaching the mirrors, it's very important. This clay is looking very dull. So it's very important to first of all paint this. So we will be using white acrylic paint to color up the complete pattern that we have done with the clay, so that when it gives you a very bright look and our pattern just, comes live on the base that is dark. So let me just place everything on side, and we'll get white acrylic color and we will be painting with that. So this is my white acrylic paint. And I'm just going to take my brush with the, be very careful. You don't have to wait for the clay to dry because we are not pressing the clay, we are just applying the color. So you can immediately do that. And be very careful that the clay should not touch on the blue part. So you can see the difference where the white is applied. It just looks very bright and attractive. So we'll quickly finish up with this coloring and then we'll start with the mirror work. And as I said, I'll be using small mirrors like circle and square.
Ma'am, how do we ensure that the white is applied properly towards the edges of the clay as well, and it still doesn't get on the blue?
You have to use small brush. I'm using a small brush, but some places it just touches. So you can just correct it up with the blue again. But when you take small brush, it will work out.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right. Okay, so now I'll be just starting with the mirrors and I'll show you. These are the small mirrors that I have. You even get bigger mirrors like, a diamond shape, leaf shape, everything. So this you can take when you have bigger patterns. Now here I'm gonna start with from inside. So here I will first apply my one round mirror. Here also one round mirror. You can use twister, like twisters if you have to hold it. And now what I'll do is I'll just add one line of glue and apply my square, but in diamond shape, like in cross shape. So it will give a look of diamond.
Pragati, she used blue color.
Yes, it's an acrylic color. So I'll just do one or two, and then Kritika can take it further, and by that time I will finish this thing. So you can observe as well as just she can take the further thing. So I'll just finish one so you can observe, and that the same thing I'm gonna repeat for all the petals.
Hi Vedika, this is MDF board.
Okay, so just see here once. I'll just show you 1 second. So this is how I have just added like mirror in this leaf and this petal. Same thing I will just finish up for all, and then again I will be adding my mirrors to this petals that I have added outside. Fine. So I'm just gonna repeat the same process. So Kritika, you can just take it further and they can observe on the screen as well.
Yes, ma'am, definitely. So guys, I want to ask from everyone, how is it going? In the chat box, guys. That's great, Pragati. Okay, I want everyone to reply in the chat box. And don't worry, we'll show you the complete picture as well. Also, some of ma'am's work which she has done before, we'll show you that as well. That's great. Now I can see all the chats coming up. That's great. Okay, Bhavna, thank you so much for all the love. So, ma'am, can I share my screen or,
Yes, yes. You
Achha, I
can
can, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. So, yes, guys, now I can see everyone is liking the work, what ma'am is doing. And once she completes, Anisha, I can agree, it's really beautiful. So, once she completes, we'll definitely show you the entire,